being a part of the TGIF brand sometimes makes you feel like you don't completely belong in the pantheon of blackness. You know, blackness has been treated as a very monolithic experience in entertainment. You know, if it's not a hood story, it's not a black story. And, you know, sometimes I feel left out of that. You know, so it's like, you know, like if there's ever a poll and they say, oh, what are your favorite black shows? And, you know, Martin is in there, or Living Single, or any of those guys, I already know we coming in last. But if there's ever a poll and it's just like your favorite family shows and suddenly Martin's not in there or whatever, all of a sudden we rank really high. And so it's kind of interesting in how we look at ourselves, to be quite honest, even as black folks. And somehow I became a symbol for black male nerd culture, to be quite honest. I mean, I know this for a fact. Any brother that grew up in the 80s and 90s, well, 90s and 2000s, wearing glasses, he was told at school he looked like me. He was called Urkel. And he didn't look anything like me, guaranteed. But still, his peers would find a way to call him Urkel, and even girls to that extent. So it's really humbling to see how far nerd culture has come. And really, it's not nerd culture. It's smart culture. It's hobbyist culture. It's skateboarders. And I could never have known in a million years that I would be the face of that. I never could have known that.
So that was Jaleel White, a.k.a. Steve Urkel, discussing how black folks don't put Family Matters in their top 10 black shows.
Okay, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't. It's not top 10.
10.
It's not.
It's white writers.
Maybe top 10 lingering in the 10, 9, 11 era, and then. Okay, I agree with Urkel on this one point. I mean, Jaleel White, where he said if he had glasses, that's 100%.
That was the number one.
Yeah, that's 100%. He's 100% correctly.
Everybody.
But where I fault him at, or I disagree with him, is what about the Cosby Show, my boy?
What about it?
When he said hood, you know,
none of the top 10 black shows are hood shows.
I don't think so. That's why when you're saying when he's saying like it should be up higher, I'm like, nah, bro, because you got
it's just not a good show.
Cosby, Different World, Living Single, like
Martin,
like
you got
the WB.
Jamie, you could throw Jamie Foxx in.
You go Jamie Foxx
before him.
You can go. You go Living Single. You can go Living Color. I mean,
there's tons of sitcoms you get to before Family.
Exactly.
Definitely. That's why I don't.
Family Matters was, like I said, it was made by the same people who made Full House. So you're getting Full House and blackface.
It wasn't really a great show like that. It was good.
The only thing that separated it and made it take off. That's the only thing that came out from that show.
That's facts.
Urkel and Myra.
It was good, but what was my boy the Wayans, Damon Wayans? What's his show? My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
Family Matters up with that tier.
No, My Wife and Kids is much better.
You think so? I didn't really think. I didn't really like My Wife and Kids like that. That's like my second tier shows. Like you got Cosby.
Now I'll say the worst black syndicated show is Parenthood.
Oh, Robert.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
Syndicated. Yeah. That's the worst black show that made it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That show is horrible. The children actors were terrible.
I haven't even looked at.
No, I've watched the show.
Parenthood was trash.
One redeeming factor.
Parenthood was trash.
Zaria was the only thing. That is, to me, the worst black syndicated show ever.
In the House, it's on the tier within the House. LL show.
I would say In the House is better than Family Matters.
Oh,
I mean, when we talk about syndicated black shows that made it at least 5 seasons.
I would say In the House is better.
And look, so boom. Family Matters keep good because then you got Moesha and them, and then
Moesha better.
That's what I'm saying. So Family Matters keeps dropping spaces as we keep coming up with shows like
the thing about
the Parkers. So now you keep dropping the Girlfriends. You keep dropping
all the WB shows.
Yeah, it's better than Family Matters.
So like Family Matters.
And the crazy part about it was on a major network.
Yeah,
on Fridays. They tap it on top of that.
That was the only reason we watched it.
At a prime time schedule. 8
And,
o'clock.
and like you said, it
only
really
reason we
wasn't that
watched
good of a show. Like,
Huh?
we just watched it because it
Because
was,
it came on Friday night.
Yeah, and what else?
and it was black people in it. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that was
really
the only-
the.
on a prime time show.
So that was it. But yeah, the show itself was not good, and the last couple seasons were trash. When they had Urkel doing all the different characters and stuff,
Stefan and all this
so
coming.
the show
yeah.
was even decent, only about 2-3 seasons. Right when they introduced Urkel,
Right.
that was it. When he the
Did
first
I
couple
do
seasons
that?
After that, I was waiting for him to put it out.
Shout out to all the black nerds growing up. Shout out to
black-
all the black
Smart
nerds
guys.
growing up. Yeah, definitely big
Smart
shout.
guy. That's
Smart
a
guy.
better show than goddamn.
Just keep dropping. Just keep
Family
dropping.
Matters is that the only show I would put Family Matters above that's like long-term black shows is Parenthood. That's it. That's the only show where I would.
Look, I'm trying to come up with other shows.
It ain't. All
Hanging,
the other shows
Hanging with
got
Mr.
canceled.
Cooper was better.
Who was better?
Every show, every black show
Hell,
that's
the same-
syndicated.
Steve Harvey, dog. Steve
Oh,
Harvey
his show,
Steve Harvey show
yeah.
was
Steve
better.
Harvey show was
I
better.
can't think of a show that's worse than other than Parenthood.
227 was
That's
better
it.
than that.
We're not going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
227 was all right.
Yes, it was.
Amen was not better than Family Matters.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
There's not a black show other than Parenthood.
And I think we covered all the
And you
black
know the
shows.
reason why? Look, you notice what's the trend? All the black shows that's better than that is done by black
black
writers.
people. You can't. Yeah, that's why he was also bitching and moaning about
Except for
black people not identified.
except for the Jeffersons and
Oh, Jefferson is top tier.
What
Like,
I'm saying is that's not a black writer. So the
Jefferson had black writers.
yeah, but the main one wasn't. He wasn't. He,
I mean, but Sanford and Son had Jewish writers.
right. That's what I'm saying. So
Look,
I'm giving
but
that.
there had to
and the
have been
more
black
shows,
writers in
the more shows y'all
I,
keep.
I was making sure that because somebody, if we giving this list, somebody gonna say, well, the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, and
But they still had black
they was
writers.
I understand that, but it was a spinoff.
Benson was better than that.
You're right. Yeah, but I'm just saying those shows are spinoff of white shows. That's all, and it was by a white.
True.
Yeah,
That's all. That's all. I'm just making
Jefferson's
sure.
was a spinoff in Good Times.
Right. I was just.
So
making
now
sure
we're
we had
like,
that straight.
so now Family Matters is at 22.
They're not
After
even
we
top
counted
25.
off,
They're not
it's
even
like
top
22
25.
right
They
now.
outside the top 25.
So Hershey Goddess thinks Family Matters is better than Sister Sister.
Oh,
They're about the same level.
Same tier.
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with her.
But I think they had the same writing staff. But that was another show written by white people.
Yeah. I mean, they about tied, Nick.
Yeah, I would put Sister Sister on that level.
They about to tied.
Yeah,
And Fresh Prince, like, no, Family Matters is.
What Fresh
No,
Prince?
I'm saying
Oh,
another
okay,
better
Fresh
show. Like,
Prince is
Family
my
Matters.
favorite sitcom.
I'm like, man, you got
No, to me, Fresh Prince, I think I would put Fresh Prince number one. I know people don't like it.
Number
you know,
one is what?
I think it's my favorite.
Yeah,
all
it's
time.
my favorite sitcom. of
Yeah, all time. All
it's
time.
fine.
Black, all time.
Not even
Fresh,
black, just favorite
Fresh
sitcom of
Prince
all
is
time.
up there. And what really had me
I
do
give
it,
it top
because
five.
people would go
I give it top-
Martin.
I give it
I would
top
be
five.
like, the only reason I ain't rock Martin like that is because it was kind of
too
facetious at
silly.
times. It was too silly at
What?
times.
And
Fresh
the last
Prince-
couple seasons were
Fresh
trash.
Prince was straight on.
Man.
Yeah, that last
Fresh Prince
season
was
was
dead
trash.
on.
Okay, so if I had to go, what's my top three? Oh my God, that is crazy. So my top three would be, I have to say the Jeffersons because I was introduced to black sitcom. My younger tier,
I'll give you that.
was the Jeffersons. So that was your first time seeing a black man as a businessman.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And had money and had a maid. You feel what I'm saying? So the Jeffersons. Then number two, I will have to go with In Living Single.
Living Single.
Yeah. The reason why I had to go with Living Single because it's another show that's out. It's not depicting black people gang banging, shooting, robbing. You showing black people doing. One was a lawyer. One was in trade. Another one was a prosecutor, a lawyer. Another one was a magazine owner. And another one she just
black women doing things.
And you had Overton, which he was a handyman.
Working and Carl. What was Kyle?
Was like in trade. So you saw
positive.
You saw positive black people
black images
doing things. So I give Living Single number 2, and number 3. You know what? I had to give. Only reason why I won't go with Fresh Prince because number 1, I can't relate to that.
Shit.
The only reason why I can't relate to that because it's not too many of us know somebody that's rich. Number 1, you feel what I'm saying? The 2 shows I just mentioned, that's something that's relatable. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're not there, you can be like, it inspires you to be like, all right, I possibly want to do that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I want to put Fresh Prince top 3. So the reason why I will put Martin at 3, because again, relatability. We're relating on things. Martin, he's on the radio. You feel what I'm saying? Gina, she's in advertising. Cole, he cleaning goddamn planes and shit.
What's your 3, Dove?
It's got to be Fresh Prince. I want to say Cosby Show, just because I watch it now and appreciate it as an adult.
I kind of want to put Cosby within. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you because I got my 3 already. Go ahead.
So I would put
Fresh Prince,
Cosby Show. I want to say Martin, but I really hold those last 2 seasons against Martin. I'd probably say Sanford and Son.
See, my 3 are going to be Fresh Prince. You got to do I was going to do Sanford and Son. Then I was going to throw a different world in because I could really relate to a different world. Yeah.
Like
black college.
Yeah.
You know that
you can't go wrong with that.
No.
That would have been. I could have easily swapped out any of the 3 I had.
Yeah. So those are my 3, and I like I like everybody's 3. But Family Matters is not going to ever make
the list.
It's
not.
Never. Okay. Let's
I love the Cosby Show too, though. That was a great show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I appreciate it now as an adult, just because I caught a lot of jokes that I missed as a kid.
And on top of that, it's just good to see black people, like you say, doing positive stuff. That's why I don't really get into BMF and Power and shows like that doesn't. I've seen it. We've done it so much.
But see, the problem is, you see what money is poured in at the dumb down.
Yeah, of course. They
don't want to put money in.
They know they're running to go see what's that one show, the stripper show? I can't think of it. The Pink
Valley.
Yep. Yeah. Perfect example. This niggas going to throw all their money to go, but the wholesome, good show, because it takes a lot to come up with a wholesome.
No, it don't. Yeah. There's nothing. Number 1, is nothing to gain by promoting it. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to use race people. If you're a white conglomerate, right? You can't make money. You could, but you really can't. It's a 2-step factor. You can make money off of wholesome stuff, but you don't want to, because you can make money off of degenerate, low quality bullshit. 1, you don't have to put out much money for that shit to be made. That's number 1. Number 2, you will get your initial investment on that will come back 3-4 times fold. You feel what I'm saying? And what tops it off, which really, in my opinion, overweighs the first 2 steps, is you get the opportunity to dumb down a specific type of community,
a
demographic type of community, and you keep that, helps them stay beneath your ass. So you can make money off of you. We just named 10 shows that came on in the 90s. They made Fox, WB. They made money off those shows.
Fox ran with black
exactly.
shows. That was their money maker. Thursday Night Fox cashed in off of all black shows.
Exactly. Fox got on with black shows, and then right after the 90s, early 2000s, they disbanded. They ain't invest no more money into. This is when they start putting into their bullshit news, getting money off of that stuff. So the fact of the matter is, when they initially got on, they got on through the hard work of black bodies. You feel what I'm saying? And then once they feel like they got what they got, all right, we don't want to put no more money towards that. That's why we was talking about a couple weeks ago, about the music industry. They don't want to put money towards good, wholesome music because they don't want you to educate you. They don't want you. They want you to be ignorant. They want you to bang, bang, shoot them up. They want people to, hey, this is how I get on. Well, I gotta emulate this so I can get money to get on, and I gotta live this lifestyle so I can make sure that what I'm doing portray what I'm saying. Well, the whole time the record company's like, do what the f you gonna do. I gave you this money. All I know is I want to see my return. And if your black ass die, guess what? I'm still gonna see my return because I got your goddamn masters.
Yeah.